Good morning. This is our Group C from YieldMax. We have distribution announcements for YieldMax, RoundHill, KURV, and RexShares. So most of these are going to be paid out on Friday the 30th. Some of these will be paid out on the 29th. So we have Kavana at 457. Very nice. We got Robinhood Huey coming out for its first distribution of $3.30. We got AIPI RexShares 123, and we got Yeeth coming in at 135. Very nice. Let's get to it because we have others to go over. These prices are going to vary each month because they're not fixed. What they do is they take the puts or calls and they run options, and they take that premium that they collect and pay it out to us as dividends. If you should happen to own some of the above ETFs, here is a roundabout payout you should receive. Now, below is what you would get paid out for owning the number of shares multiplied by the price per share. And always remember, for example, if it pays out $25, if the price is $25 and there is a distribution of $1, expect the price to drop on Thursday by $1. If they're paying out $7, expect that price to drop by $7. And for some of you, that may be a starting point to get in on the EX date. That's not always the case, but let's get to it. First up, we have ABNY, previously paid out $12.32. Excuse me, closed yesterday at $12. Previously paid out 60 cents. Boy, to get paid $12, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it? So if you got 50 shares, that would be $19.36. 1,000 shares to get you $387.10, and 10,000 shares would be $3,871. Next, we got good old AMDY, closed yesterday at $7.84. Previously paid out 34 cents as a dividend, and it's currently paying out 42.33. So if you own 50 shares, that would be 21.17. If you happen to own 340 shares, you can expect to get paid $144.25. And if you happen to own 10,000 shares, that would be $4,233. Next, we have Coney. Coney is one of my biggest positions. Closed yesterday at $9.02. Previously paid out 65 cents and is currently paying out 74 cents. So if you own 100 shares, that'd be $73.51. 1,000 shares would be $735.10. And if you happen to own 8,032 shares, we can look forward to getting paid $5,904.32. Next, we got Kavana. Previously closed yesterday at $47.46. Previously paid out a nice dividend of $2.68 and is currently paying out a whopping $4.57. If you own 6 shares, just getting in the game, that would be $27.40. If you happen to own 2,000 shares, that'd be $9,131.80. And if you happen to own 10,000 shares, that will be a whopping $45,659. Next, we got Fiat. Closed yesterday at $5.29. Previously paid out 56 cents and is currently paying out 27 cents. If you own 1,000 shares, that'd be $266.70. 10,000 shares would be $2,667. Next, we have MSFO, which is Microsoft. Previously closed yesterday at $17.80. Previously paid out 53 cents. Currently paying out 55 cents. Being consistent to that 2 payments in a row. So if you own 2,000 shares, that'd be $1,099.60. And 5,000 shares will get you $2,749. Next of YieldMax, we have NFLY. Previously closed yesterday at $18.95 and previously paid out 92 cents. Currently paying out 68 cents. So if you have 500 shares, that'd be $341.60. And if you own 10,000 shares, that'd be $6,832. Next, we got RoundHill. First distribution payment for Hootie, not Hootie, but Hui. It's a monthly paying ETF. Closed yesterday at $60.77. All right, and paying out its first distribution of $3.30. So if you own 50 shares, that would be $165.18. 2,000 shares would be $6,670.20. And 10,000 shares would get you a nice $33,036. Next, we got PP. Closed yesterday at $13.38. Previously paid out 52 cents. Currently, 55 cents. And it's currently paying out 55 cents. Two payments of consistency there. So if you own 1,000 shares, that'd be $550.70. 5,000 shares will get you $2,753.50. And 10,000 shares will get you a nice $5,507. Next, we have our weekly ETF for YieldMax, CHPY. Previously paid out $51.29. Closed yesterday at $51.29. Previously paid out 40 cents and is currently paying out 39 cents. So if you own 50 shares of this, that would be $19.30. 2,000 shares will get you $772, and 10,000 shares will be $3,860. Next of the weekly ETF for YieldMax, we have GPTY. Closed yesterday at $44.38. Previously paid out 29 cents and is currently paying out a nice consistent payment of 29 cents. So if you happen to own 50 shares, that'd be $14.48. If you own 2,000 shares, it'd be $579. And if you own 10,000 shares, that's a nice $2,895. Next weekly ETF for YieldMax is LFGY. Closed yesterday at $40.73 and previously paid out 49 cents and is currently paying out 49 cents again. So we have two payments again of consistency. So 1,000 shares will get you $490.60 and 10,000 shares will get you $4,906. Next, we have QDTY. Closed yesterday at $42.46. Previously paid out 33 cents and is currently paying out 31 cents. So if you have 1,000 shares, it'd be $311.50 and 10,000 shares would be $3,115. All right, next we have RDTY. Closed yesterday at $44.89. Previously paid out 35 cents and is currently paying out a consistency of 35 cents. So if you own 5,000 shares, that'd be $1,769. And if you happen to have 10,000 shares, that'd be $3,538. Next, we have SDTY, weekly ETF for YieldMax. Closed yesterday at $43.60 and previously paid out 27 cents. Currently paying out 26. So if you own 5,000 shares, that'd be $1,289. And if you own 10,000 shares, that'd be $2,578. Next, we have OT of the weekly YieldMax funds. Closed yesterday at $6.25. Previously paid out 10 cents and is currently paying out 10 cents. So if you own 100 shares, that would be $9.54. If you happen to own $406, we can look forward to getting paid $38.73. And if you happen to have 10,000 shares, that would be $954. Next, We have YMAG of the Magnificent 7 YieldMax Fund. Previously closed yesterday at 1564. Previously paid out 26 cents. And it's paying out a nice dividend of 29 cents. So if you own 5,000 shares, that'd be $1,464.50. And 10,000 shares will get you $2,929. Next of the weekly ETF for YieldMax, we have YMAX. Closed yesterday at 1377. Previously paid out 19 cents and is currently paying out 22 cents. Nice increase. So if you own 50 shares, we can look forward to getting paid $10.75. And if you own 10,000 shares, that will be $214. I believe that is incorrect. That should be, let's do the math here. So if you own 10,000 shares, that should be $2,929. Sorry for the mistake right there. I believe the 5,000 there is wrong as well. So the last two columns are wrong. Let's move on. QDTE, a RoundHill weekly ETF. Closed yesterday at 34.23. Previously paid out 17 cents and is currently paying out a nice dividend of 22 cents. So if you own 5,000 shares, it'd be $1,074.79. And if you own 10,000 shares, it'd be $2,149.58. RDTE around Hill closed yesterday at 33.82. Previously paid out 25 cents. Currently paying out 27 cents. If you own 5,000 shares, that'd be $1,335.99. And 10,000 shares will get you $2,671.97. Next of RoundHill, we have XDTE. Previously paid out $43.29. Previously closed at $43.29. And previously paid out 21 cents. Currently paying out also 21 cents. If you own 5,000 shares, that'd be $1,036.74. 10,000 shares would be $2,073.48. ETC of RoundHill weekly ETF closed yesterday at 47.98. Previously paid out looked like 52 cents. Currently paying out a reduced amount of 24 cents. If you have 5,000 shares, that'd be $1,215.82. 10,000 shares will get you $2,431.64. We have ETH monthly ETF of RoundHill. Closed yesterday at 26.66. Previously paid out a nice dividend of $1.09 and is currently paying out a nice increase of $1.35. 5,000 shares will get you $6,758.03, and 10,000 shares will get you $13,516.06. Our KURV ETF, KQQQQ, is previously closed at 25.34, previously paid out 25 cents, and is currently paying out that same amount. If you have 5,000 shares, that'd be $1,250. 10,000 shares will be $2,500. KURV ETF closed yesterday at stock symbol is NFLP. Previously closed yesterday at $40.30. Previously paid out 55 cents and is currently paying out 55 cents again. 5,000 shares would be 2,000 shares would be $5,500. All right, RexShares. We got one that don't have a dividend payout, but we'll list it. It'll come up in just a second here. RexShares, FEPI, previously closed at 44.13. Previously paid out a nice 82 cents and is paying out 93 cents. All right. So if you own 5,000 shares, it'd be $4,630.50. 10,000 shares would be $9,261. All right, next, RexShares AIPI previously closed at $42.54, paid out $1.10, currently paying out $1.23. 5,000 shares will be $6,162.50. 10,000 shares would be $12,325. Now we have CEPI of RexShares. At the time of this recording, it did not have its distribution amount listed. And that should conclude this video. And it does. Thank you all for watching. If you stayed up until this point, let's get this money. I'm out. YieldMaxMindset saying thank you.